Hey numbnuts. So here we go. So we got the one grounding rod there, and this is the other one there, where there isn't one, and it comes through. So they did come out, and we got our box up to here, which is now off the house. So we can have a look and see what we would need to do for electrical now for permits. It's probably not going to be too much. So as we go in, we're gonna get rid of all this, clean, polish this up, put whatever type of flooring you want in here again. And then this is set up for our water heater, ready to go. So we do need to get the water heater. As we go in here, let's talk about, like, we can talk afterwards about how we want to do this. So Tony has given us the go ahead where we can go over the 15. So that's basically up to you and me what I put in as over the 15 to do little polish things and stuff like that. And he will reimburse when we send that across to him. So let's not kill me with it, but if we do need to do little things. So I do like the idea, like he was saying, of this is possibly my idea, where we bring this part out here to a bench. So like the cabinet countertop goes across the top over here, and this part here possibly has the stove. So if you look at a lot of the new ones, a lot of the new houses, the stove is in like an island middle kind of setup, and the rest of the stuff is behind it. Possibly we could do that if we break this part out, have cabinet on the top up there, and then break this out up here, and then with the stove going through there, and you can sit on the other side with the stove right being there on this side and being able to eat. That's just one little one of my ideas. So as we go through, so that's the box again, and then we're gonna, everything with the electrical and everything is all hooked up. All the furnace is hooked up, the water heater needs to be done. We do have to find out what this one is for. He says he's not sure. It goes through here. It may be for the lighting or the wiring, I would be expecting, possibly coming out into this room over the side or to this one. So that is a small little part for our electrician to do. We've got our lights here. Once again, your choice or not, whether you think we could go to recessed, whether or not we leave those as bigger lights or go to recessed when we do it out there. For here, I'd like to do a little bit up with this door. We need to frame here so that we can walk through there and make that nice and flat. That's pretty easy to do. I would like to change this possibly out to something a little nicer, a little bit something maybe more secure. I'd also like to get rid of this, because as you can see, none of the other houses in this whole street have that. And usually what I like to do is think about the people in the area, what they would want and what they're expecting to see in a house. And with none of the others having this, no one's expecting to see this. It's not a feature that people are after, otherwise they'd be installing them. As well as our power washing, trying to see what we got to do to get that off. And then just going to do a little scan around for you so you've got it on video, so you can have a little bit of a look back at it. So all the ducting's in there. All of the stuff is the air conditioner and the furnace and everything are all up. And a few little, make sure those ones are done. And just like I said, go through, do a little scan of each room for you. Okay, so I know this is not going to come through very well because I don't think I can put it on. So most of the skim coat pretty quickly. What you got to do to fix that one and the parts of the floor as we go through. That's it. So we do have a little bit of a leeway. I don't want to go berserk and go, $4,000 or $5,000 over budget. But we do have a little bit of a leeway, more of that because the $4,000 or $5,000 worth of budget I've got to come out of pocket with before we hand those expenses over to him once we sell the house. So let's be nice, yet at the same time, if there's little things you want to do, if there's stuff you want to do, like I'm going to throw it to you that freaking feature wall in Keller is amazing, and I think well beyond what needs to be in that house. Like, damn. Things like that. What you can think of is of anything like that, possibly. Then that is an option. Okay, it's not. I'm not sure how to get the damn thingy on here. I'm going to show you. We got a little bit of drywall to do around that window because of water damage since that window was out of there. We both kind of spoke about that and expected that there might be a little bit. So we've got our access pool down here. We can do with that what you want to do with it. I do like the idea of the access being there. However, I don't like the idea of it being storage necessarily, because we do have the furnace and the air conditioner unit and stuff like that up there, as well as some pretty hefty ducting. Okay, so besides the power washing and getting that done, I'll go through and I'll point this C again and go through here, give you a little scan around. But yeah, no, like, I'm excited to get this done. This is for both of us. I don't think we're going to make a huge amount of money off any of this. However, what we're going to do is we're going to use this. Like I said, I'm going to give you, at the end of it, one of the things I'm going to give you is what production-wise might be thousands of dollars worth of advertising and stuff out of this by making you little videos. I'm even going to be promoting it and paying for it to put it onto things once I've done this, with you as like heavily advertised through the whole lot of it. So for both of us, this is something quite big. And I'm actually, one of the big things that I'm thinking of too is once we do that, it's actually part of what I will be using as my presentation towards the grant people that I'm looking to get to give money, by being able to have some physical videos of befores and after from you, showing them the type of job that you can do and how we're going to continue to do our business and what we turn things into, showing them what we're going to take Flint and a few of the other areas to. Okay, I probably need to take a breath in a minute. I'm sure you're probably rolling laughing now, so fuck you. And yeah, awesome. I'll talk to you soon.